As you think, so shall you become. Bruce Lee. How do we manage our minds and control our thoughts? How do we discipline our emotions to make better decisions? And more importantly, how to learn from our past mistakes? Our thoughts always governs our actions. Our ideas comes first and lays a foundation for whatever we act upon or say, isn't it? See, if you entertain thoughts of procrastination and negativity, they will always guide you towards nothingness. While if you consider ideas of success and positivity, you will indeed develop that zeal to act upon them. Well, I am sure most of us know all this. But the question is, how do we put this into action and improve our productivity both at work and personal lives? I assure you that by the end of this video, you will better understand how to control your thoughts and feelings and make better decisions. Keep watching this video till the end without skipping to derive better understanding and maximum benefit. Meanwhile, if you are new here, I am Krishna, productivity mindset coach, mentor, and founder of Blossom Minds. I work with men and women, helping them to let go of their past, access their inner wisdom, and experience that inner shift to lead the life they always wanted to. Now, let's get started. What we think has a profound effect on the reality of our lives. Many of us spend much time and energy, not to mention money, on grooming ourselves to look our best and feel good. But when it comes to the mind, less attention or no attention is paid. And taking care of the mind is always an afterthought. We always think that mind is outside our control. But the good news is, you can take control of your mind and create lasting success habits through increased awareness and understanding. See, in day-to-day life, our mind is exposed to both positive and negative situations. Consequently, you will get and gather both positive and negative thoughts. The challenge is the mind is always on autopilot mode and we don't know how to train the mind to filter out the unproductive thoughts and motivate ourselves towards constructive thinking. From this perspective, developing a healthy relationship with our mind is very important, more critical I would say, because it helps us to build a more satisfying life on our own terms. There are many ways to get around this, but I have identified 5 powerful habits of mind to start cultivating right now for less stress, more creativity, less distraction, more enjoyment, and last but not the least, to lead a more satisfying and fulfilling life. I am sharing this because these 5 powerful habits helped me. Number 1. Experiencing emotions. Like GPS, Global Positioning System, we can call this important habit as Emotions Experiencing System. This is the first step of awareness that I started with because we all have this experience. We can tell when we are in a really good happy mood or when we are in terribly bad mood. So it is clear here that our emotions rules us, our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. But the trick here is to recognize our feelings and be consistently mindful of our emotional state, or else our thoughts will hijack our thinking process with preconditioned ideas or negativity. The point where we must be careful is that we should not suppress our emotions after we become aware of it. I used to do this to project myself as being rational and realistic, but I did realize it was not the thing or the right thing to do. See, emotions can range from a general feeling of anxiety or nervousness to outright anger, abuse, or even violence. This is where experiencing our emotions becomes paramount. It means you simply become aware and stop and evaluate your thoughts before they gain momentum. Secondly, once we become aware, we have a choice to make. Either ignore and allow the negativity to creep in, or recognize it, give it a space without suppressing it. It simply means acknowledging how we feel and why and allowing ourselves to step into these emotions healthily, which is nothing but experiencing our own emotions. For example, allowing ourselves to completely experience the loss during the time of grieving is essential. Shutting down those feelings will only lead to discomfort and frustration down the road. These feelings are nothing but your authentic emotions. Similarly, when we think things are going well in our lives, feeling good and joyful, we should celebrate, dance, raise a glass and cheer. This way, we can acknowledge and release emotions rather than enhance them, leading to various energy blocks with unnecessary thought-based worries and fears. And of course, you should be willingly improve and encourage feelings of joy and happiness. All this may look like a project to you, but trust me, when we start practicing this EES habit, we start respecting our emotions, permit it to be felt, and disable that emotion from controlling us. After all, it helps us to stay calm while making better decisions. Number 2, being consistent. Never give up once you have started. See, when we push ourselves to certain levels through our fitness program or learning new skills, and if we let it go at that stage, our mind starts to accept and believe that we can't excel beyond what we have already done or achieved. I learned this lesson the hard way. All that I wanted to achieve was to wake up at 5 a.m. Trust me, I struggled for over a decade before I realized how to overcome this habit. Of course, I learned through my mistakes. Like I said earlier, letting our mind think otherwise is letting our mind to take control. The only way to build confidence and strengthen our mind is to believe that we can be consistent in whatever we want to achieve while refusing to give up. I started trying this waking up business without properly understanding or without any guidance and ended up with bad results. But this is how we learn, right? It is just the beginning, and to see the progress, you must have a starting point. And when we are into more serious and critical practices, it is always preferred to have someone handhold you and walk you through the process and be your accountability partner till such time you master and become independent. Once you have reached this level, now you can be of help to others. Number 3, being kind to your brain. Your body is a complex as well as a finely honed instrument. Our brain is just like any muscle in our body. The brain can get tired and bogged down after extended use. This understanding gave me that awareness to respect the biological and neurological functions, and that is when I started to evaluate and be selective in what I am using my brain energy for. See, it is like this. If we start worrying about things that are not in our control, like why I did not get that job, or why that person did not call back, or why our lives aren't going as planned, you know what? We are wasting our valuable resources. God-given resources can be used more productively to improve the quality of our lives. See, the primary function of our brain is to safeguard us. It will give indications to you through your body when your thoughts are unhealthy, like a frown, sudden headache, aching limbs, sweating, or something to do with illness. These are indications that your emotion experiencing system EES is at play. You must always stop, bring your awareness back to your body and reevaluate your thoughts before they gain momentum and change your path. All you need to do is to be mindful of it. See, this takes consistent practice and time. However, once you get hold of this with your regular practice, you instantly understand the state of your emotions, your body's behavior, and of course the thoughts that are working or not working in your best interest. Guys, if you have any questions or doubts, feel free to connect with me. I will be more than happy to assist you. Connect details are in the description box. And the only way to make that happen is to make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share it with your family and friends. And do smash the red bell icon so that you will be notified as soon as I post new interesting videos. Your support means a lot to me. Number 4, self-care. Most of us spend an exorbitant amount of time and energy, not to mention money, in identifying tasty and nutritious food to feed ourselves. As we know, it is essential to stay healthy. However, the words and images we feed our minds are equal if not more important. But how do we do this and consciously decide what we consume? Simply put, promise that you will not watch anything disturbing or irritating. The first and easiest step is to eliminate all negative stuff from your social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. More importantly, re-evaluate your relationships and consciously disassociate with people who often make you feel low or suck your energy. This re-evaluation relationship can be tricky, but you need to learn to identify and manage them appropriately without hurting yourself, because at times it can be our first circle of people. It is crucial to understand that whatever we consume as words, images, actions have same effect on our thoughts as food and drinks have on our body. Number 5. Mindfulness. I had this problem waking up in the middle of the night and my mind takes control with horrible thoughts of doubts, worries and fears. At first I thought something was wrong with me. But as I started talking about it, I realized this was common among people. Right about that time, I attended a spiritual masterclass and also got to read Dan Harris' book 10% Happiness. It all boils down to only two things. Number 1, being grateful. Number 2, meditation. In Dan Harris' book, he throws light on the potential to improve our happiness by taking time to meditate regularly. While this spiritual masterclass gave me methods and techniques to stay on the course. See, meditation is a great tool to get hold of our mind in the sense it provides us with the power to recognize when we are at our mind's mercy. But in my opinion, I can tell you, mere ability to recognize when we have lost control is a tremendous step in the right direction. Now, looking at the former option, being grateful is something that assists your mind to focus and be at ease when you practice meditation. Just think about all that is going well in your life. You will start feeling that you are in control of your mind. You are no more worrying. You are just feeling good, thinking about all that is going well in your life. You are simply at ease. So, whether it is in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day, if you find yourself stuck with worrying thoughts, all you need to do is to stop, re-evaluate and turn towards gratitude. See, when you do this, what I think you will recognize is you have so many things to be happy, celebrate and share. Does this mean all your problems in life disappears? No, but it simply means that things aren't as bad as your mind might have you believe. Various studies suggest that it takes nearly 10,000 hours of consistent practice to develop an authority over any subject or a practice. So practicing consistently is paramount. Start practicing from now on. Follow the process I just outlined. Practice it consistently for 90 days. I can assure you, you shall experience that inner shift to lead the life you always wanted to. Meanwhile, watch this video without fail if you want to understand and learn to focus and concentrate while practicing everything that I have just shared with you. Once again, I am Krishna. I will see you next. God bless you.